Hi, I'm Kathy Toronto with AesthetiCare, and I'm so excited to share and show with you my all-time favorite treatment, Forever Young BBL. So I have my friend Caroline here today. She's actually my niece. And so we're going to do the treatment together. She comes in and she's, her main concerns are a little bit of everything. So she's younger. She doesn't have a lot of lines and wrinkles or issues with texture or pores or anything like that. Her main concerns is a little bit of pigmentation, which most of us have, especially towards the end of the summer. Redness to her skin, or what some people will have been diagnosed with rosacea. Maybe it just looks like little broken capillaries or telangiectasias on the skin. And then she's had some active acne. And I think a lot of us are going through that right now, especially with the masks that we're having to wear every day, and what I've started to call macne. Wearing a mask, getting acne, creates some acne. So I'm going to go ahead and get started with this treatment. I've already put some cool ultracell gel on the skin. I'm going to start with this handpiece right here. When it touches your skin, it feels a little cool. So I'm going to start on the right side of your face, Caroline. I'm just going to turn your head this way. Smooth out that cool ultrasound gel. It's going to be placed right here on the jawline. And what it feels like is a little rubber band snap with a bright flash of light. And as it gets closer to the eyes, around the mouth, you may feel a little bit more. But otherwise, the heat kind of comes and then immediately goes away. So there's really not a lot of discomfort with this treatment. And I think one of the best things about the treatment is that when you get up to leave, your skin just feels more alive. There's really no discomfort at all. So I'm going to go ahead and put on eyewear. She's got on eyewear to protect her eyes. I'm going to tap into the treatment setting. And get started. You ready? Okay. Right down here on your jawline, just one pulse so you can see what it feels like. You doing okay? All right. So it's just going to kind of climb right up towards the eye. Gets really bright, and I'm going to go back down to your jawline. And then right to the other side of the face. Now this treatment historically we've done mainly for any type of brown discoloration you have that you don't like, or any type of redness that you have that you don't like. And a few years ago there was a study that was done at Stanford, same thing. I'm going to go right back to the right side, go the opposite direction, where they looked at genes and what genes are turned on or off in our 20s, Stanford kids age, and then what genes are turned on or off as we age. And it's really interesting because if you think of genes like a box of crayons, in a box of crayons you have all the beautiful colors on one side, the pinks, the reds, the orange, the yellow. On the other side are the dark, dreary colors, the blacks, the grays, the browns. And when we're younger, the genes that have to do with youth, and I'll call those bright, beautiful colors, are turned on. And as we age, those genes start to turn off and the dark, dreary colors start to turn on. And with Forever Young BBL, the study that they did showed that for the first time, we actually have age reversal, meaning it's turning on some of those genes that turn off as we get older, and it's turning off some of the genes that make us look and feel older. So I love this treatment for so many reasons. It's really beautiful for cleaning up any type of discoloration that you don't like or you'd like to see improved, but also just keeps our skin acting young or younger than without the treatment. So this is something that many of our clients come in and they have 2 to 3 times a year based on their skin age. So most people that are 40 years or younger may do it twice a year. If you're older than 40, or if your skin age, maybe you just look a little bit older than your 40-year-old friends, then you could do it 3 times a year. Really helps to keep the skin looking nice and to prevent aging in the future. How are you doing, Caroline?
Great.
Good. Scale of 1 to 10, 10 being like the most excruciating pain or heat you've ever felt. 5's moderate. What does it feel like so far?
Probably just like a 1.
A 1. Okay.
Yeah, very tolerable.
So this part of the treatment, I'm really just focusing on and putting as many pulses, and you can see that bright light that we get as I can into the skin. And that really supports the study that was done at Stanford. And if you think of you know, here in the Midwest, everything in the winter here dies. I mean, it's just brown and ugly, but as soon as spring comes around and the days are longer, there's something that happens to the plants with that light. And it wakes everything up, and all of a sudden we have all these beautiful blooms on the trees. And you know, I like to always think of it as like, you know, it just, everything springs to life. And that's exactly what happens with this treatment. It's one of the things that really sets us apart at AesthetiCare, that we take time to put in anywhere from 300 to 400 pulses in the skin, and all of that light forces the skin to spring to life. So this is the first step of the Forever Young BBL treatment. Again, just putting in multiple pulses of light, waking up the skin. I'm going to go right to the upper lip again, and then right back down to the chin. And the second part of the treatment is going to be all about correction. So I'll show you how we're able to adjust the treatment based on your concerns and what you would like to see treated. So I've already talked with Caroline about what she would like to see treated or what she would like to see improved. I'm just going to make sure I get below her jawline as well. But it's one of the reasons why I love this treatment so much, because it's really customizable. You adjust what you do during the treatment to get results based on how the skin presents and what results our clients are looking for. Okay. All right, so now I'm going to go ahead and take a look at her skin. It's going to smooth out the gel. I have a nice clear view. And I'm going to jump into treating redness in her skin. And so I'm going to be working right along her cheeks, around her nose, her chin. So I'm going to start right over here. You ready? Okay, here we go. These are going to be a little spicier. There's just one. You doing okay? Mm-hmm. Okay. Let me know if you need a little break. Okay, other side. Do the same thing. And this can also treat the redness around the breakout. So I'm going to make sure that I cover those areas that she's breaking out with this part of the treatment as well. Right, so that looks great. So the next part of the treatment, I just take out one filter. I'm going to put in a different filter. And what this does is really give you the ability to focus the energy into certain concerns that need improvement. So this one specifically is for pigmentation in the skin. So any type of brown spot, age spot that you would like to see improved. Okay, that looks great. Okay, so that's the final part for the pigment. The next step is then to treat the active acne. And so I'm just going to replace the filter. So this filter delivers a range of light that looks blue. And so the blue light is absorbed by porphyrins that results in killing the bacteria. So the flash of light is going to look really different. It's a longer flash of light. You want it to sit on the surface of the skin because that's where the bacteria is. You doing okay?
I can barely feel this.
Barely feel it? Good. Beautiful. Same thing on the other side. The gel that I keep applying to her skin really helps to keep her skin cool. It also adds a level of protection. So, you know, if you were to turn certain lasers up too high, or there is a possibility of a blister, and so the gel really helps to protect against that. It also helps with absorption of light, which is necessary to get the result that we get with this technology. So I just always double check to make sure that there's plenty of gel in the area that I'm treating. And once I finish this, there's just one more step that we do at AesthetiCare in the Forever Young BBL program. So your Forever Young BBL might be a little different than this. You know, if you don't have active acne, we wouldn't do this step. If you don't have any redness in your skin, we wouldn't treat the redness. We wouldn't have that step. So, you know, we do adjust the treatment program based on, you know, how your skin looks at the time of the visit. So it may be a little bit different from your first treatment to your second treatment even. So our skin's looking perfect. I'm going to switch to that final step. And the final piece, I'm going to grab one, is using a filter that delivers the light deeper in the skin, causing a thermal injury-like reaction in the skin, which basically just wakes up the fibroblast cells and tells them to produce collagen elastin. It kind of gets them out of retirement and forces them to do their job again, which is to help our skin look tighter and younger. So this light not only helps with collagen elastin, with laxity, but it also helps to shut down the sebaceous gland. So it helps to get better results on active acne as well. So I'm going to give it a go here. I'm going to give it a start. And Caroline, as soon as it gets hot, I want you to tell me. This should never be painful. It should just, is it hot already?
It's warm, yeah.
Okay, but hot. I want it to get hot without pain. So this is also something that we do specifically or uniquely at AesthetiCare, is add in this third step. Again, it complements or adds to the study that was done at Stanford, where the more light, the better. And we're putting in light at different depths in the skin. So the blue light was very superficial, left right on the surface of the skin. The other two steps were a little bit deeper in the dermis. So I'm gonna do this area one more time. And you can just tell me, even if I'm talking, just stop me. I don't want it to be painful. And this is put deep in the dermis. So really dropping in this light in all the layers of the skin to get the best results now and long term. So once I finish the treatment, I'll just cleanse the gel off the skin, put on some moisturizer and sunscreen. You'll see your skin's a little red or a little blotchy looking, but within a few hours the redness goes away. If you're coming in to treat the redness in your skin, it actually looks better within 24 to 48 hours. It's one of the things I love about this treatment. She can go right back to work. She can apply makeup right on top of it. There's no problem with that. There's no flaking or peeling or sloughing or anything like that post-treatment. So it's just one of those treatments that really you can do, and most people won't even know you've had it done. The skin tight step is also a treatment that can be done on its own. Great for laxity on the face, the neck, the arms, the abdomen. I love using this technology from head to toe. One more time, right underneath the chin. All right, so that'll finish up for the treatment. How are you doing, Caroline?
Good. Yeah, it was never more than I could handle, not super uncomfortable.
And what does it feel like now?
Now it feels good. It really, I don't feel any pain or discomfort.
Okay, great, that's perfect. So I'm just doing a nice cleanse, getting the gel off her skin. And I'll go ahead and follow up, like I mentioned, with a moisturizer and some sunscreen. And she's got a couple little areas that are a little red and blotchy, which is perfect. That's what we want to see to make sure that we get a good result. But again, as I mentioned earlier, those will just dissipate. It goes away within 20 minutes to an hour, just depending on how much redness comes up. And the red areas will start to look better already by tomorrow. So it's one of the amazing benefits of the Forever Young BBL treatment. I really hope you enjoyed this video. If you have any questions, please don't hesitate to give us a call. We have an amazing team that is highly trained in Forever Young BBL, and we'd love to have you in for a consultation. I promise we'll take great care of you.